Alright, definitely my last video, and then I'm done for the day. The only reason I'm making this video is because I've tried numerous times to redo it, and there's always a problem with the sound, or with the computer not working, or some other shit. And right now, I actually have all the settings on default, so I haven't fucked with any of the colors like I normally do. I haven't lightened or brightened anything. This is all as true to reality as it can possibly be on a computer. And so I want to take this opportunity to show the good side of the Heaven contacts while I can. I was trying to do a video before, like I said, but I haven't been able to, so I'm going to recap some things in this video. As you can see, I have the Heavens on. I need to take my camera down for this one. Let's see. I know I'm not outside, but whenever it focuses, there you go. I know I'm not outside, but you can still see the color very well, and the different lines and the brush strokes that went into making this contact. As you can see, my eyes spasming around all over the place, and it doesn't really slip and slide. That's a real eye color there. So it gives you full coverage. Let's see if I have this other light I'll shine on it as well. Oops. Let's try this. It's hard because I don't know what hand to hold it with. Okay, so with that you can see it a bit better, I guess. My pupil shrinks and then you can see the real color. But there you can see all the brush strokes really well. And I requested a dark line on the outside and a browner line on the inside to help disguise the color of my own eye. So when it's not, you know, when my eyes are inside a room, it's kind of, kind of hidden-ish or whatever. Now, if people keep asking me what diameter I got or whatever, I didn't really get anything different. And if you hunt down my other videos, I listed all the specifics that I told them when I ordered these contacts. So it should be easy enough to hunt it down and figure out what sizes of everything I got. Now the thing is that while these are awesome quality contacts, and maybe you can even use this color to recreate it through another company, the actual company, FX Eyes, is not good. Now, I have this video on 2 different profiles, and it seems to get more views on the profile I don't use rather than profile I do use, so I'm going to upload this probably in both places. And for those of you seeing it on the other profile, look for user Raven Starblood, STARBL00D. That is my main account. That's where all my videos go, not to the other accounts, okay? You can find links to all of my channels on on any of the pages. If you just go to the actual page, you'll see to the right hand side a list of the pages that I liked or whatever, or that I'm linked to, and it's like Raven this, Raven that, or Raven Nevar 2, or whatever. There's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 pages there, and while I don't use the other ones, they're there as backups in case I ever lose this one, which is always highly likely because of the amount of stalkers and enemies I have always hovering and just looking for something to hate on. So it's only a matter of time before I lose my profile, and if I do, go there for backups. Now, the Heaven contacts look pretty. I suppose they're made all right. I mean, they're thick plastic. They're much better than any of the other shit that you can buy. They're hand painted, obviously. These are toric, so they're good for astigmatism as well. But the downside is that, like, I've had these for about a year. I do not wear them every day. I actually rarely wear them. I wear them maybe once every few months while I'm making videos or taking photos. That's it. I don't even wear them out of the house anymore. I buy peroxide solution to keep them very, washed, because if you use regular saline solution, it'll strip the color. So you use the peroxide that with bubbles and it cleans it and blah 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 and all that. So I take proper care of them. I clean them out, keep changing them. Haven't worn them. They should have had longer of a shelf life, I would assume, than 1 year. But I put them on and I see blurry. That's why I don't wear them out. Like, I'm looking around the room, and I don't know if it's because they slip and slide or what they're doing, but everything is really, really blurry. When I ordered them in the first place, they forgot to put the color in. They were a flat gray. No lines. They look like the cheap plastic pieces of shit that you buy off a Halloween store. I paid almost $800 for these contacts because of the New Zealand conversion, plus paying for toric and all that shit. I paid almost $1,000 for these contacts. I figured I'm gonna do it while I have the money, because I got, payout for some, insurance for some damaged items during the quake, and I figured I want to get some really good contacts while I can, and so I got these. Was it money well spent? I don't really know, because while they're beautiful and I got it out of my system, and they look natural, they're everything I've wanted, what I wish my real color was, but it was such a hassle to get them right, because the people don't listen, and they tell you, you're like, I want them like this and this and this and that, and they assure you that they're going to be like that. They don't tell you before they send the contacts out. You get them, and they try to make you pay for shipping. They don't really offer you anything in return. It takes a lot of fighting to get them to admit their mistakes. It took ages before they even check the contacts. Not only did they forget to put the color on it, and they gave me just plain gray crappy contacts, they also forgot to put my prescription on it. I put them on, they were gray, they were gross, and they had no prescription. And this is after I had in-depth conversation with the one and only salesperson, asking her, what should I do? Because usually what I do is I'll get colored contacts, and I will put clear contacts underneath or on top of the colored contacts, so I double up, which I know is really unhealthy for my eyes. But the fact that my eyes are so bad, I'm legally blind, you do what you can to achieve the look that you want. It's like girls wearing super, super high heels and fucking up their feet. It's kind of like I did that with my eyes. But she told me that the best thing to do was just to, put a little bit more money into it and get the toric lenses. And I thought, sounds good. I don't want to ruin these, because, some lenses, when you put clears with them, it suctions on and you can't remove the clear without ripping both pairs of contacts. So therefore you lose both. So I didn't want to risk that with these contacts, and so I agreed. I went ahead and they fucked up. And they didn't tell me any of the times. They wouldn't let me keep the old pair of contacts, and then the new ones, I mean, it was such a hassle. It took me close to 3 or 4 months before I got the correct contacts in. And the hassle that I went through is completely not worth it. So if you can find these contacts through somebody else, I suggest you go to somebody else and not FX Eyes. I told them that if they didn't give me good service, I was going to do a review on them, and that a lot of people see my reviews and they were probably going to lose a lot of business, and she didn't care in the slightest. And she's seen this because she actually wrote and commented the fact that she saw my video. She just said something like, the contacts look good on you, or something, to let me know that she's watched the video, which is fine. You watched it. Maybe you'll take a lesson from this and hopefully improve your customer service, because you sell to a lot of people. You sell the best looking contacts I've seen. I will give you that. When you guys focus and do it right, you guys are better than everybody else. It's just the customer service and attention to detail that really need fixing. And I hope by the fact that I've posted these videos and people have seen and understood, and more stories have come out actually about a lot more people being unhappy with the contacts and the service, It's just not all it's cracked up to be unless you yell and yell and yell and fight. And in the end, you run that risk of not having your contacts done right, having to pay for shipping back and forth because they won't pay for it for you unless you raise a massive ruckus like I did. And then even then, you have to wonder if they're still going to do it right. It's like the amount of stress outweighs the beauty of the contacts. That's how bad it is. And so, I don't know, you're losing a lot of fans and a lot of potential customers by having such shoddy service. So maybe you should rethink your marketing strategy and maybe, you know what, lower the cost of your contacts a little bit and hire some more people to answer phones and read emails and actually pay attention to what the customer wants, because this is not the way to run a business, and you guys could be doing so much better if you lower the price of your contacts just a little bit, you know, even by half. Fuck, you can make a shitload of money. I mean, it doesn't cost that much to make contacts. I've seen the videos on how they do it. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of work to make contacts. The painting will probably be painstaking and all that, but in reality, charging $500 to $800 for a pair of contacts is a bit overkill. Charge a little bit less, pay more attention and do it right. You'll gain more customers, you'll have a bigger turnaround, and you will make more money in the end doing it that way than trying to charge so much and being shitty at customer service. Nobody ever listens to me though, so you probably won't listen to this if you even watch this video, FXIs or whatever, but I just think that that would be good strategy. Makes sense to me. If I ran a business, that's what I would do. I would charge less, have more customers, make more money that way. Word of mouth gets out. People love your product. They keep coming back. I would have happily kept coming back every year, saving up. It would have been well worth my money if the customer service had just been better. And now, because I was honest and I had this review and the other reviews trying to help people not make the same mistake I did, I will probably be banned from ever ordering from them again. I would hate to see their reaction if I tried to order from them again, if I, wanted to risk it, hoping that maybe they would have learned and stepped up the service a bit. And so now I have to look for somewhere else that will do the exact same thing, which kind of sucks. But it was kind of worth it to me to get word out, because all I had ever seen before my reviews were good reviews. And it was about time somebody had an honest review, and I've gotten such good feedback from you guys on it. I'm really, really happy that I made the right choice, and instead of looking out for my future, I wanted to post a video and help others make the right choice about who to go to and who not to go to. And so thanks for watching and listening, and I hope that if you do make the choice to order from them, let me know if they've changed customer service wise, and maybe if they're, actually listening to the customer a little bit better. It would be nice to know that maybe something could have an effect on them and they'd, do a little bit better by their paying customers. It would just be nice to hear. So if anybody has ordered from them, let me know how it went and if you got what you asked for, if they had attitude, if they told you they knew about the videos I made, or if you know, if you had to wait a long time, return shit because they did it wrong, if they made you pay when it wasn't your fault, that kind of shit. And if not, and if you know anybody else who can make these contacts for less than $800, it would be really nice if you could send me a link to who it is, and I would really appreciate it. Alright, or not a link, but a message, because they probably won't let you link. But alright, let me know what happens, and I'll talk to you guys later.